did the trick.
I'm really impressed by him. Super impressed. Be able to do that with somebody else that was going through the exact same thing as me, and to write a song about that was just, I just never thought in my wildest dreams that I would be #1 on country. Hello. Just that giving and receiving of love. Like when you go on tour, everything becomes real. Like those are the people that gave me this life. I had this relationship with them all this time. I don't know them, but when I'm there, like tonight's going to be that. Like I know it. It's a miracle. I mean, just that I got to write a song with him is just crazy. And he had written this song and sent it to me and was like, finish it. And so I just wrote him back. I just basically wrote back to him what I thought, and then it became a song. And then I was ready. Like I was like, okay, when are we doing this?
I mean, I love the two of you, but I was speaking to him before the performance, and he was just gushing about you, like just gushing. And you could tell watching you two that like it was magical.
I want to write some more songs. That's my favorite thing to do ever.
You guys should write a whole record together.
Are you and Blake rehearsing right now for next Sunday's performance? And what's that like?
We're not. We probably should. Anytime I've ever collaborated with anyone, it's always my favorite. But to do something with him, because he's so talented and he comes from like such a different world, to make music together, it was just so shocking.
Why don't you go ahead and break my heart?
It's just so fun to have new music.
I think the thing about it is when we wrote the song, we never saw it going there. Never. I don't know that we ever really saw it going anywhere. I only started the song to impress her, to be like, hey, writing a song about you. And so I sent it to her, and then she wrote the other half of the song. And it's like, oh, she just one-upped me. Yeah, her
Pumping
record,
them out.
it was crazy. She was on a roll there for a minute.
I saw your performance last week on The Voice, by the way, with some country singer.
Yeah.
How did you get inspired to do country? Are you a country musician now?
No.
Was there a certain person that sparked your interest in country music?
Stupid.
Do you think that you'll be into country music for a long time?
I was #1 on the country chart.
I know
That's
you
how
were,
crazy
girl.
that is, right? I mean, who knew? The story is that he had written this song and sent it to me on my phone, and I listened to it and I was like, oh my God, I love this. And he said, write the rest of it.
I guess it's not too obvious what we're talking about. Gwen Stefani and you were going to be singing at the Billboard Music Awards coming up. And you did that duet on The Voice, which was a little hot, a little H-O-T.
Well, we're going to do it again at the Billboards. The reaction to it has just been, it's been crazy, because we wrote that song. I actually wrote that song, started it just to try to impress her, to be honest with you. And I sent it to her just half done. It's like, I'm writing a song, kind of about you. And she wrote the next verse and sent it back to me. And so it was like, well, we got a song together. That's kind of cool. And I played it for my sister, my mom, and a few people. And they're like, my God, I love that song. And so I decided to put it on the record. And now all this crazy stuff just started happening, and that the Billboard's coming up. It's nuts.
It's exciting. Is it weird, though, that like everybody feels like they're in on it and rooting for your romance and all that?
That's a little weird, but I get it. I mean, it's such a... Look, I mean, we could not be on paper any more different. I mean, I'm a country singer and she's a ska, rock, pop, whatever it is, and it's just an odd idea, but man, it's a lot of fun. I got to be honest about that.
She's very fashionable. Has she influenced because you still seem to, you still have
Clearly not. I mean,
Blake Shelton.
I don't even think this fits. No, but it's so fun for me to just see what she's going to wear literally every day. It's like a different, like who is it going to be today, or with her hair and all that stuff. And for me, it's probably so boring for her, because I literally, I'm going to have gray hair every day. I'm going to wear blue jeans and boots. Crazy, because I wrote the song at the end of last year, and I started the song and just sent it to her on a text or voice memo, however you do that thing. And I can't even remember how I did it. But I only started the song, I think, just to impress her, to be like, yeah, I'm going to write a song for her, about her, And then she wrote the second half and sent it back to me. It's like, oh, my God, this is crazy. We just wrote a song together.
It's like a match made in heaven.
I know, and then I play it for people, my family, my sister, my mom, whoever, and they're like, we love that song, So we ended up putting it on record, and And it's been crazy. The reaction to that thing's been crazy.
Do you like being with Gwen when she's all dolled up like that, or do you like a little better au naturel?
I just like being with her, but when she's all dolled up and we go places, it's always fun for me. If she was here right now, not one person here would be looking at anybody else but her, you know. They may come up and talk to me, but it's only because I'm one person over from her, you know. Pretty
A lot of seeing all of Gwen's Snapchats of her and her boys being in Oklahoma with you. How are they taking to country life? Are you teaching them to hunt and fish?
I don't see them much because if they're at my place in Oklahoma, they're in the woods. I don't know how to keep control of them, you know. The whole kid thing for me is like, oh my gosh, is everybody else? Well, you know what? That's what I grew up doing. Come back for dinner. If she ever's at one of my shows or I'm at one of her shows, I know we got to do it, you know.
Because we were just writing about, it was hard to kind of let her guards down again, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just going
sure.
through some issues, and so that's what the song was even written about.
You know what? We were on a plane headed back here not long after we performed, so because we wanted to catch the show, and so we got here in time enough to actually watch the Billboard Music Awards on TV, which was so much fun. It was cool. It was like when our performance came on, it was like, oh my God, this is so like surreal, you know. It's awkward to watch it together. I mean, because it's like, cause you just remember that it just happened, you know.